Times Square, a block from the Square Times. It's All Night with Joey Reynolds. I'm Big J Sorensen, your multimedia maven. Our guest tonight, the madman from Yonkers, comedian Frankie Hudak. Angry businessman suing the MTA, Bill Schoolman. Author of Freak, the true story of an insecurity addict, Rebecca O'Donnell. Award-winning British actress and daughter of Sir John Mills, Juliet Mills. Internet filmmaker Norm Gold. Musical guests, the Good Rats. And singer-songwriter Jamie Bendell. And now, the guy who thought that the really big supermoon meant seeing Spider-Man's tush, Joey Reynolds.
Put your cigarette out. You're not supposed to smoke. Wait a minute. This is bad. Come on, you don't know who I am.
Look at this.
What's your name?
Julissa.
Where are you from?
Jersey City. Courtney, Jersey City. Danielle, Jersey City.
Shavana, Jersey City.
Who are you? Come on.
I am Christopher from Belgium.
Paul, you from Houston? Good chocolates. What about you?
Bernard from Belgium.
I'm Yuka Kato. I'm Japanese.
Come on over here. We need to take our Japanese sisters and give her some.
My friend Saki.
We got to give our Japanese friends some love. Let's give them some love tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, so brave. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here. And we really love you. And we hope that everybody is safe.
Thank you.
Hope that all are safe.
Thank you.
How you doing, boss?
Thank you very much.
I'm doing good. Who are you? Come on over here, Big Mouth. So you guys, there's a group called the Good Rats. Wait till you hear this rock and roll. Are you all coming inside? There's a 2-drink minimum and a cover charge. No, it's absolutely free, but you got to stay out here. I want to go in there and get the band, okay? And then Frankie, you stay out here.
I'll stay out here.
Frankie Hudak, everybody. Let's have a nice hand for him. All right, come on. Let's go.
Clap your hands, come on now, ladies and gentlemen.
We are the Good Rats. We are the Good Rats.
We're gonna listen to
School days, greatest of days. Sweating bullets, man. Did not do my homework. School days, greatest of days. I better stick my hand up for the sucker calls on me. Kindergarten playing in some sandbox. Next 5 years they slap your hand a lot. 6th and 7th grades, not the grades that you remember. Lockers next to knockers got you hot. School days, greatest of days. I better stick my hand up for the lady calls on me. Freshman year you write a toilet poem. Sophomore year you make your drug connection. Junior year you worry about them ugly pimples showing. Senior prom you push them off that son. Yeah. School days, greatest of days. I better stick my hand up for the lady calls on me. Who's got the answers? Ain't got no answers. Go to college, stay in the army. Wop, shoe bop, listen friends who know what life's about. Wop, shoe bop, Jimmy Farmer's father on the great conglomeration. Maybe you should eat his thought around. Yeah!
the move.
Science, baby. School days. What you got? School days. What you got? School days. What you got? Yeah. School days. Greatest of days. Sweating bullets, man. Did not do my homework. Who's got the answers? Ain't got no answers. School days. Greatest of days. I better stick my hand up for the lady call on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Thank you.
Yeah! Applause, applause!
Say hello to them.
That's your crowd.
Hello, everybody.
They know you.
Today.
The good rats. Who are the bad
Let's hear
rats?
for the good rats. Good rats, ladies and
Yeah, they're all in Libya.
Yeah. By the way, we're going to be playing in Libya soon.
Oh, no.
We just don't know who's going to pay us.
Oh, I see.
We're worried about
You guys are great. You're
Thank
great.
you.
What is it, School Days?
That was School Days from our Birth Comes to Us All album.
That's not the Chuck Berry song.
No.
You know,
I went
I-
to school before Chuck Berry.
You're a little older than I thought. You know, I figured when we hear the good rats, you think we're going to get like some mice. What do you want me to get? A little
He's
closer
24
here?
years old. How young you want us?
All right, let me explain something to you. I had a record called Rats in My Room years ago.
I heard about that.
And it's disgraceful because, first of all, it was a piece of crap. But secondly, it got to be a big hit. That's because I was in charge of the charts. I made it #1. I put it up there. I said #1 with a bullet, you know.
So I have to ask you a question. You were a famous DJ.
I was, yeah.
Had I had money in those times when we put the records out, I could have came over and gave you a little money.
No. Now, you know the guy who was here in the back of the room that's watching you, Sid Bernstein?
Yeah.
He brought the Beatles here?
Right.
Do you think he paid me to play a Beatles record?
Well, you wouldn't have to be paid.
I don't think so.
Hey, Mr. Bernstein, they changed my life. I would have never been involved in music if it wasn't for the
And
Beatles.
Sid Bernstein here, who produced the Rascals. Frankie, are you out there, Frank?
Joey out here with the crowd. That's it! All night with Joey Reynolds. New York City has gone wild for Joey Reynolds.
Oh, boy, there's
and
an
the
older
crowd is
Ryan
loving the good
Seacrest.
rats, too. This is a great night here. Let's get him going, right, guys?
It's great to have our little crowd out there.
Back to you in the studio. How's that one? Back to you, Joey. And
That guy's a character.
I know. Well, that's Frankie Hudak. You know, he's in Yonkers. He doesn't have good manners.
No, I know. I met him backstage. He was eating my food. I was a little aggravated.
Well, now, where are you guys playing?
We play all over. But actually, we're playing at B.B. King's with the original Rats. This is my son. This is Dan Ratchford. This is Hugo Lopez. This is the group that I play with about 100 shows a year.
Your son?
Yeah,
He
it's
looks
my-
like you. You guys look the same age.
Yeah. But we play with the original Rats, my brother.
Yeah.
I think you met my brother one night. We're at B.B. King's. Once a year, we do B.B. King's with the original guys. April 16th, B.B. King's. Be there.
Okay. April 16, B.B. King's. All right, we're going to take a break and we'll come right back and we'll begin the actual show.
Yeah.
Did we begin it tonight?
Yeah.
Did we begin the begin?
No, please.
You guys going to play again?
Yeah, let's do a little tasty. That was our big
All right,
song.
why don't you wait a couple minutes and we'll come back and then you come back and play again for us, okay?
But I know the words now. Forget them in a couple minutes.
Then do it now. I don't care.
No,
You
I'll
want-
wait a couple
All
minutes.
right.
All right, you're the
We'll
boss.
be right back.
Okay.
Yeah! All night long with Joey Reynolds. Joey Reynolds. Yeah!
When New York celebrities have something to say, they head for the stoop.
This is my stoop.
I gotta come to the stoop.
Talk Stoop.
I feel like we're so close that we could kiss. This is a whole other kind of stoop.
It's where Cat Greenleaf gets people talking.
What? Really? Yep. That's amazing. Yes. Listen, Naked. Do you mind if I call you Naked? Tell me something good.
The best of New York on a stoop in Brooklyn.
The celebrity butts that have graced the stoop.
Talk Stoop, weeknights at 8 on New York Nonstop. Sponsored by Cozy. Life should be delicious.
All
I'm an anchor and a pilot.
I am passionate about chocolate.
I am a ballerina.
I'm the daughter of a jazz musician.
I am a 4-time New York Golden Glove champion.
I'm my grandpa.
Yeah, I'm a grandma.
I'm interested in the story behind the story.
I'm making this look natural.
I am glamorous.
I'm an anchor and a blues girl.
I am all about my craft.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I'm a New Yorker.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I recommend a steak.
This place is
really
great. I recommend this place.
We're all about New Yorkers. LX New York. It's the story of the moment. A taste of the best. It's opening night. A helping hand. The characters of New York. The spirit of New York, told our way. LX New York, weekdays at 5. We're all over town.
Well, it's great to have a show from Times Square because you get to meet everybody for a change. You know, I'm so happy that we're not in the radio studios.
Yeah.
Are built like isolation booths.
They are.
You know,
well, that's what they are.
And they are. You know, and the way when we had the one at WOR most recently, you know, I was there for a number of years. But the first studio was right up the street here on Broadway, and we had Frank Sinatra's old studio.
Wow.
Which was Tommy Dorsey's bandstand, and it cost $1 million plus.
Back then.
It was owned by Howard Hughes, and the station built this $1 million floor. You know why? Why?
Well, to keep it level.
No.
No, what?
Good guess. They built it with springs on it.
That's what I meant.
You know why?
Because of the vibrations for earthquakes and whatever.
No, because the floor mics for the band would not make a sound when they were shaking.
Got it.
So they used a lot of floor mics for all of the sound. You know,
Right.
These days we could use booms and everything else. You know? But we had this great studio, and it was huge. You know, we had the Jewish hour and the gay hour, which was the cabaret hour. We put everybody in the world in that studio.
Right.
It was a great show.
And
all of a sudden we moved downtown after 9/11. You know, we went to modest quarters downtown.
Right.
And we were in this little box with
about this
3
big.
mics.
This big.
Yeah, we had 3 microphones and 27 people squeezing me.
I know.
So now I'm in Times Square and we got 400 microphones, 2,000 cameras, we got lights and 18 people.
5,000 monitors everywhere. It's amazing.
And
a million people outside.
At Times Square. And this guy, if you don't stop interviewing, hey, we're on the air.
We're doing a show here.
Hello.
You know?
Wait till later.
Yeah.
Why does everybody's always doing something else while we're on the air here? What
They
are
don't
they
realize
doing?
we're on.
They're interviewing Sid Bernstein over in the corner.
Well, he's an impresario.
But a guy's is interviewing him while he's waiting to come on here. You know, hey. There, no, someone walk in front of the camera.
We're good. No, we're good.
I was just complimenting everybody how
and
wonderful
all of a sudden everything falls
See how
apart.
screwed up it is? Oh, man, I'm telling you can't win.
You got to do
Now, my
Reynolds
friend
rap.
Greg Ercolino brought the Good Rats.
Yes, great band.
And he most recently married Terry, who's Terry Ercolino now. You know, she finally took his last name.
There you go.
Because you know she's Jewish and they don't do that as a rule. You know, Greg was supposed to take her last name.
Okay. Very, very modern.
But the Good Rats now, do you like them?
I love. They're excellent. I know them.
All right, now we got Sid Bernstein here tonight, and Jamie Bendell is going to sing. My daughter's here, Mercedes, so we're going to put a little panel together.
We are.
And Ron Alexenburg, who was at Epic Records, brought Michael Jackson to Epic. We got him coming here for this little confab.
Super.
And then you, Jay the Jock.
Yeah, I'm BJ. Yes.
But we're going to bring someone else out here now. I think first we got to go out on the street.
We have to do Reynolds rap.
Yeah, because earlier today, before there was this crowd, there was another crowd.
Yeah.
And I went out there and I worked the room.
Of course.
A little, you know, with my street clothes.
Absolutely.
I was amongst the people
That's
and
right.
one of them.
He's down with them.
I was down. I love being down. but not out. All right, so here's what happened when we did the Reynolds rap a little earlier. It's a quiet little place. It was a lot better when it was snowing. There were 3 people out here on a chair. Well, you never know who we're going to stop or who's going to stop us. You never know where it's going to go. We just follow the crowd. All right, let's just go with the flow. Hello, where are you from?
Seattle.
Oh, that's
Seattle,
not. I was kind of hoping we'd find someone foreign.
Oh, really?
But I guess to New Yorkers, you are foreign.
Frankie!
Frankie!
Hey, is that Frankie Hudak?
Frankie Hudak!
Ja mają tu, że Joey Reynolds ten foundation fund. Dos lidi, on niet just Joey Reynolds to. He's not good to not speak English today.
I don't know. You're not very good at this.
Oh, my urine sample. I needed it for the doctor. I needed that for the doctor.
Get out of here. You're making me nervous now. Stop. Where are you going? You're running away. Oh, where are you eating? Where are you going?
No, we're trying to find something.
All right, come on. Come over here for a minute.
What y'all need to know?
Wait a minute. Is this your wife?
Yeah.
She your wife? What's your name?
Gianna Heath.
And what's your name?
Jeff.
And you from the South or from Texas?
I'm from South Carolina.
Well, it's either or, you know, I could tell her a little bit of an accent. Not too much, though. Just enough to be aggravating.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this. Wait a minute. We got to put you on television. What a beautiful little girl. What's your name? You want to give your name?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Juliet.
Hi, sweetie. How are you, Julia? What's your name?
Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. You have a beautiful daughter, or did you steal the kid?
My other daughter over here.
Oh, you stole 2 kids. All right. You have your back to us. Hello, how are you?
안녕하세요.
Were you just,
감사합니다. 오랜만입니다.
So how many languages do you speak?
I speak a whole bunch of different. It's all mixed up right now. It's like one person was Korean, another person was Italian, another person was French, and this Russian guy and Spider-Man is just taking up.
All right, I got to stop this girl here.
Okay, stop the girl.
Excuse me, young lady. I have to. You, the one. You. Come here. Come over here.
Sorry.
Where are you from? Where? Where?
Just speak English, sorry.
She is not foreigner. He speaks your language.
Everything.
Where you from?
I want to welcome you to our city, and you're looking for what kind of a restaurant? What do you want to eat? What kind of food?
We was looking for a Brazilian steakhouse.
46th Street.
Yeah, we came from there. We didn't find it yet.
There's 16 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
But we are from South Carolina.
Well, in South Carolina, they do something a little different. South Carolina, they eat pig.
That's what we do.
We do. We cook them in our house.
I know. And so what you do, you know, when you walk into a fine restaurant, usually you find lobsters in the tank. Here in New York, you find a pig floating in the tank. No, you don't. No, you know, when you have a couple of kids like this, you know what you got to do? Save your money. Because
no doing that.
They are never off the payroll. Right, kids? That's what I thought. So where are you from?
I'm saving a lot of money.
Who has a lot of money? Your dad?
Me.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet you have more than him. Because you haven't had to spend yours. It's in an envelope.
¿Dónde estoy yo? Sí.
Perú.
Perú. Oh, Perú no es número 1. Porque dice mi amigo Joey Reynolds. Se habla, se all night with Joey Reynolds. Habla. All night with Joey Reynolds. Yo es Joey Reynolds de televisión. Aquí. Mira, sí. Está bien. Dale una mano. Dale una mano.
Hola. And adios.
I didn't say they were all gems, Joey.
I don't think.
We have pigs at home.
You do, really?
We do.
Well, they don't have any. They have no sweat glands. That's why they roll in the mud.
Yeah.
You know that. They are clean. You know, pigs are clean.
That's sunscreen. Mud, sunscreen.
I raised a pig from 45 pounds to 400 pounds. Had a hard time eating him because he became my friend.
You know it was delicious.
It was delicious. I didn't eat my friend. Get out of here. Don't show my bald spot.
Oh, then don't turn away from it.
Show my butt.
No, I'm tired of seeing your
My
butt.
butt's more attractive than my bald spot. Chris, let me in the building. They're going to show my bald spot. I want to back in. It's my bald spot every night. You're not seeing the back of my head. You're going to see my butt. This butt's for you. Wouldn't be a bad sponsor.
Yeah, really.
My butt.
That's right. Well, we are having a super moon, you know, the super
A
moon.
super moon?
Super moon, where
What
it's
is
the
that?
closest to the Earth in 18 years. So
Well, who cares?
I'm just telling
Is
you.
that something you really care
It's a
about?
s- it's
What are you going to be on Jeopardy? I told you, the smartest guy on Jeopardy is Alex Trebek.
That's right, because he knows all the
doesn't
answers.
have to know any of the answers. They're all on a card.
That's right.
He gets 16,000. What is it? How much is it a show?
God, I don't know. It's a lot.
These guys make millions of dollars,
I
and they're
know.
like fakes.
I know.
You know, I mean, really, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, well, you're the real deal, Joey.
Well, you know, Sid Bernstein, who was the man I learned how to make money from, because he charged $5 to get in to see the Beatles at Shea Stadium.
Oh, gosh, that's the all-time.
Did you have arena seating?
That's the all-time exaggeration.
Now, your wife, Geraldine, is here. She's in the background. Jerry, remember your wife, Jerry?
Yeah,
You
where is
remember
she?
her name?
Yeah, Geraldine.
Thank
Where
you.
is she?
She's in the back. She's sitting in the back. She was
She's
a
watching
nun.
you, yeah.
You married a nun.
Right, and she worked 2 blocks from here for 5 years.
Right.
As a nun in the
In the
play
Sound of Music.
Yeah.
I mean, not a real nun. She was not a Catholic sister.
I used to be a stage Johnny 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, she was very beautiful, and you chose
She
a
was
beautiful wife. Soupy Sales chose Trudy, who was a dancer, rockette. You know, I mean, you guys know, you got good taste in women, but you were never home to take care of them. You left your wife all alone, and she had, while you weren't looking, 6 kids.
Are you, I hope you're kidding. Joey, I want to tell you. This brings me back, truthfully, when I was a youth. Living up in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Downstairs, right here, they used to sell the newspapers. The Graphic, the Daily Mirror, and the Daily News. I'd pick them up for 2 cents a paper down here. And then I'd go on the subway when I was a kid and sell the papers for a nickel on the subway on my way back to the Bronx where I live.
You're using your head.
Amazing, the memories.
But you did the opposite with the Beatles. The Beatles, you had the hottest act in the entire history of the music business, and you charged $5 to get in to see them.
I
What
got
were
to
you
tell
thinking?
you, Joe, I have no use for money.
You knew how to hustle that paper.
No use for reality, but you got to pay your rent.
Oh, God. So you met us.
And I was short a few times.
But Ed Sullivan saw the Beatles with you and put them on the show. And that was the rest everybody knows, you know. I mean, it's never stopped.
I asked Ed to MC that show, by the way, Ed
Yeah.
Sullivan. I asked him to introduce them.
Well, he probably wanted to put a juggler out there and an Irish jig. You know, I mean, he would have ruined that whole damn thing, you know.
The wheel twirlers.
Yeah, you know, it's Pee-Pee Juju or whatever his name was.
Topo Gigio.
In spite of all his goofs, it was one heck of a show.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a good showman. But you know, I learned something the other night. I was out with a guy who wrote a book about him and was his publicist for years. And I never knew that Ed Sullivan rehearsed that show in the afternoon. And the Beatles came in, they're the only act. Did you know this, Jay?
Yes, I do know.
What? What do you know?
They recorded the next Sunday show in the afternoon.
That's not even
That's
what
I
I'm going
heard.
to say.
All right, what were you saying? Go ahead.
This is something. See, you don't know all these
I
things.
don't know
You think
everything.
You don't know about the springs on the floor with the microphone. You
All
learned
right,
that
okay,
tonight.
all right.
Now you're going to learn about the Beatles.
Let's hear it.
Rehearsed what they were doing. They had a sound check.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever did that on the Ed Sullivan Show. That's how what perfectionists they were.
Mm-hmm.
George Martin was their musical conductor,
Right.
and everything the Beatles did, they wanted to sound good, although no one ever heard them, because you couldn't hear them. With all the screaming and everything going on, you didn't even. They could have lip synced.
It was like a locust invasion.
Yeah, but it was exciting. And Sid brought him here.
I know.
This is the guy that brought him here.
He's the guy.
He did a couple of other things too.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
He ate at Fairway.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you,
He's known as
speaking
the
of
chocolate
eating-
man over there.
Speaking of eating,
Yeah.
right across the street, Nidix was there.
Yeah.
I used to come down from the Bronx for the hot dogs.
Oh, yeah?
And the mustard had ketchup in it. It made it so great. I come down, Nidix, the memories I have. I'm going back 75, 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not that old, but somehow I'm
you-
going back.
I think you've outlived some
It
people.
seems like I came back to earth.
Well, that's all right. And we're glad
Joe,
you're here.
I got to tell you this. We have been friends for a long time. I got to tell you, I'm so happy for you that you are here. And the whole world is outside and they're going to go back to their homes in the cities and towns, and we saw Joey Reynolds. Wow.
Wow.
How lucky you are, but you earned it. You worked hard to make this your next stop. And I want to tell you, as I grew up, the guys who made a talent, like the band that just played for you, were Walter Winchell and Ed Sullivan. Both guys are no longer here. But as I said to Steve, as we drove down here to see you, I said, what Joey's going to do is what Ed Sullivan did when he was the king of Broadway, and so was Winchell. This is where so much happened, and these are the guys who are read by millions of people. You are now going to be the prince of Broadway. Wow. You are. You're going to introduce a lot of young people right here, and the thousands of people will be outside watching you. Millions will be listening to you.
I'll be so happy they won't tow my car.
I'm so happy for you.
That's the part that...
I am so happy for Joey.
I am too.
I told this to my wife too.
Well, you know I'm from Buffalo originally. And the mayor picked on Buffalo the other day, picked on the Irish lads. I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
What was he thinking?
But I want to have him on the show, and I invited him, and I said I want the key to the corner.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, that's all I want.
Just the corner, not the whole street, just the corner.
The whole city. And you know, we in Buffalo, we have a rule. You know, if you can dig it, you own it.
That's it. And there's a lot of digging in Buffalo.
A lot of snow. So Sid came to me when I was a kid, and I was the #1 jock. And he read about me somewhere. Is that right?
I read about you in the trade magazines.
Yeah.
And I said I need a major disc jockey. It went by points. If you had like a major disc jockey, and he put your record on. It was called the Ross. What was it?
Gavin Report.
Yeah, Gavin Report.
I think it was Gavin. Yeah.
If you got like 3 major disc jockeys, it meant you got 3 major cities. Can you hear me? I got hoarse.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I got hoarse. Anyway, I had Murray the K. I had Bruce Morrow in New York. I needed one more city, one more mate. And so I had read about it. I don't think I've ever been to Buffalo before. I took a flight up to Buffalo. Joey, sitting in the window of his studio, like here. And the secretary said, there's a gentleman. He didn't know me. I wasn't a popular guy at that time. Now I'm a little bit more popular.
Just a little.
But I was like Mr. Nobody when I walked through that glass office, and I gave him my record of the Rascals. Joey put on the air immediately. I had my 3rd major disc jockey.
That's right, and it made a difference.
Put us on the chart.
Made a big difference in sales, absolutely.
You ought to tell Bloomberg that about Buffalo, because I think he needs to hear it.
Shall I tell you what I'm doing now in my present life?
What are you doing?
I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks, ever since you came to work on the center of the earth. Deirdre Broddick, a young woman whose career I'm working on, is in a studio. She has the voice of an angel. She sings mainly in churches. Right now she sings at St. Stephen's. Mass, the weddings, you know, the celebration. That girl has the voice of an angel. She's in the middle of an album.
You better pray she doesn't fly away.
Pardon? Pardon?
Pray she doesn't fly away. You got to bring her here.
Yeah, bring her on the show. Have her on the
That
show.
girl is almost finished with that album. We're good friends. Comes up the house, very friendly with my family, my wife. Deirdre Broderick. She asked me one day while we're sitting together, Sid, what's your favorite song? I said, La Vie en Rose. All my life. When I was a kid in James Monroe High School, French was my language at James Monroe High School, the Bronx. I fell in love with the song. That song, when I was a soldier.
They got you singing this thing now? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Wow.
They have you singing.
It's amazing.
At 90-something years old, you're going to sing.
Amazing.
Wow.
I get to sing on her album, and it's going to be a major album.
Yeah.
And she says, Sid, I think we got a hit.
She's telling him.
She says, I think. You booked me up in, I forgot the city. It's about 40 miles from here.
There's a lot of cities 40 miles from here.
Kingston.
Depends on what direction you go.
I already booked her.
Poughkeepsie.
The album gets finished in May.
Yeah.
I already booked her. Oh God, how could I forget the name of the theater? I booked her in.
When is it?
City.
When? When is it?
It's about 40 miles.
No, when? When do you have her there?
I booked her for May.
All right, well, then you bring her here. Bring her here.
You're going to have to come and sing with me or do your song.
I'm going to bring Ron Alexenburg out here. And we have a young lady named Jamie Bendell, who's brand new. She was at the bitter end last week, and I saw her sing. She writes her songs and sings them. And just like your young lady, Ron Alexenburg, who is a record executive for 40 years,
One of the best.
He's bringing someone out here. And I'm going to bring my daughter out here. And then, of course, there's the New Jersey Simon Cowell sitting over there, Jay the Jock. And we're gonna watch that performance tonight, all right?
There you go.
And we should also thank Steve Gatella, who is the caterer to the Stars, for bringing you here tonight. And I think I'll never speak to him again for that. But thank you, Steve, thanks for bringing Sid tonight. That was very nice that you did that.
It's an honor that he's here.
Yeah, and afterwards, I know it's time for your second feeding.
I want to tell you this, too.
No,
Jay.
don't do it. Wait. Let's take a break.
Save it.
Oh, you're not finished yet.
We got to pay the
Well,
bills.
we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. And
Do we have to take a break?
Yeah, we'll bring everybody out here.
I'm getting on the roll right now.
This is one of those shows where if you say it's on a roll, it's probably accompanied by pastrami.
No, it's beyond that now. It's
right,
pastrami and something else.
Sid Bernstein, be right back.
I'm Elizabeth Hasselbeck. If you're like me, you probably don't have a lot of free time to exercise and keep yourself in shape. For me, the answer is the Ab Glider from Proform. I can't tell you how much I love this amazing machine. It's a great fat-burning cardio workout too, and it's fun.
Unlike other ab machines, the Ab Glider combines circular and crunch motions for a fast, fun workout of your entire midsection. You engage more muscles, get a better cardio workout, and burn twice the calories of other ab machines.
I went from an 11 to a size 4. 20 inches total. It's really easy and it's fun.
With this offer, you'll get an onboard workout computer, Elizabeth's 3-minute rapid results DVD, and her amazing abs instructional DVD, plus her amazing abs eating guide, a $159 value, free. Try the Ab Glider now for 30 days, risk-free for as little as $14.95. If you're not totally satisfied, you can return it for a full refund.
You can't find a better way to get better abs at a better price. And getting started is easy. Just call or go online to proform.com.
Are you holding the remote right now? It's nice to be in control, isn't it? To fast forward to the good parts. Oh, hold on. We're getting to the good part. If you're receiving a structured settlement from a lawsuit, you know it is not easy to wait for payments, especially when it could be 10 or 20 years before you collect all your money. What you may not know is that you can skip ahead and receive a lump sum of cash now. Call CBC Settlement Funding for a free, no-obligation offer about your structured settlement. Whether you access all or just a portion of your future payments, we put you in control so you can fast forward and collect your money now. If you need cash now, call the number on your screen and find out how CBC Settlement Funding can help. We'll guide you through the process so you can take control of your finances and get your money faster. Call CBC Settlement Funding today.
When I first came to New York, Sid Bernstein told me, you can't wait till springtime. And I thought, well, it's because of the weather. It's going to be very nice weather. But what he really wanted to see was girls' legs. You know, he was excited that girls are going to wear no more coats and they're going to wear these short things. This guy is 95 years old and he's a fox. You know, I mean, he's still there, and his wife's sitting right here now. She's got to watch him, because you know he's always on the prowl. This guy.
He said he went back to work and he loves it.
Oh, you never stop promoting. You never stop. Now I want you to see someone you haven't seen in a long time. My daughter Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
And also with her, we got a couple of stars here. Maxwell Caulfield is here. Maxwell is starring in Cactus Flower, and he's here with his wife Juliet Mills.
Yeah.
So let's bring the gang out here. I think my daughter's among the crowd here. Juliet, are you first?
Hi.
Hi, Juliet. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good.
Hi.
I love Cactus Flower.
How do you do?
It's good. Come on, sit down. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Hi.
How are you, mate?
What happened to my daughter? She hide?
How do you want to see this, Joey? What
Sit
about
over
the
here.
pretty girl beside you?
Sit here. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Come on.
There you go.
All right.
You sit there right there.
Thank you.
All right. Now, Sid Bernstein, did you ever see Cactus Flower? Did you ever see the movie? The movie was with Goldie Hawn and who else was it?
Ingrid Bergman and Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau, of course, he's always good at it.
I think I fell in love with it. I saw that movie.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you got to see the show. Now, the way they do the show,
is great.
it's very cool. It's a little bit more, you know, they keep the dialogue for some reason. Was it Abe Burrows wrote that? Yeah.
You got it.
So, you know, you got somebody who's very clever for all time. Here's my daughter now, creeping on the set a little later.
Hey,
say hello to Sid. You haven't seen Sid in years. Hi, sweetheart.
Both cheeks, both cheeks. Now,
Hey.
let me say something to you.
She hasn't.
Oh, no.
They've
When
known
your
each other.
father helped me in such a beautiful way, we became very good friends. Because we became very friends, great, wonderful friends, he introduced me to you and your older sister. I so flipped over you. You were the sweetest young kid, and I love children.
I love him
Proof
too.
of it is my wife and I, my wife's sitting there, we have 6. She cheated me. I wanted a dozen.
No.
I love children.
You wanted my daughter to marry your son.
I fell in love with you and your sister when Joey introduced me to the two of you. And you were such a lovely kid.
I love you too, Sid.
And I haven't seen you for a while.
I know. You look great.
You grew up, and you're now a beautiful young lady. Before you was a pretty little kid with the greatest smile in the world.
A menacing
And you still
smile.
have that beautiful smile. Wow.
You know how to keep them at a distance.
Now, you know,
Yes.
Mercedes
Yes.
and I haven't been,
Look, but don't
we haven't
touch.
gone out in a long time as a father and daughter. And she kind of got cheated out of it because my other daughter I took on a world cruise before she got married. Because I know her husband was never going to do that. And she and I got along very well and we bonded. But Mercedes here got kind of cheated out of it. You know, if you try to make it even, you can't anyway. And I said, okay, I'll make it up to you, which I haven't. Now Mercedes and I went out, and you know what we did? We went to see Cactus Flower.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Did
Just
you
recently?
enjoy it?
You seen it in the last couple of
I
weeks?
thought you looked familiar.
All right. Very good. Oh, I see. How often do you bring Mercedes in as your ringer on these panels?
Just once.
Really?
Yeah.
This is your live television debut with Dad?
Yes.
Wow. Well, how about that?
Did you enjoy the show?
Cactus Flower?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was phenomenal. It really was. You were awesome.
Oh, you're too
And I'm not
sweet.
just tooting your horn
No,
though,
that's
because
sweet.
I would tell you.
Thanks.
And like, it was like watching a movie. It really, I felt I was so captivated by you guys did your characters so well.
Oh, that's
That's
very
right.
cool.
So
And the music,
well.
we got
It
the
was
great
just like watching a
soundtrack.
movie. You know what I mean? It was so captivating, so
Yeah.
real. Like, which is
Took
kind
you
of sad
back
that a
to that
movie seems more
time,
real than
didn't
most plays, but that it was excellent. You guys.
Wow, that's a ringing endorsement
That's Yeah. it.
from your progeny. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
you do a great job. You do a great
Thanks.
job. It's
That's
a
what you're
wonderful,
gonna say,
it's a wonderful
Joey.
performance.
And it was
really is.
written wonderfly. The breaks, the scene changes were in the perfect, you know, the
Yeah, they were
perfect
tight.
spots.
Yeah, they've been drilled. The crew's been
and everything, the
drilled.
details were down to a T. Even the poster on that one side wall got changed for every set.
That's right.
Yeah, Everything was.
Oh, our director was very
excellent.
pleased with this. I brought my wife Juliet on as my insurance policy tonight.
Maybe you wouldn't have if you knew she was coming on.
Yeah, you didn't need it.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's a fun
No,
show.
thank you. It was great. You did.
Way cool, Mercedes. Well, I tell you, it's just the Broadway theater season is just kicking off right now. As you know, we go into the main swing on the main stem here as all the big musicals roll out in time for the Tonys. And Cactus Flower is positioned as a sort of alternative Broadway. We're just on the edge of the theater district on 43rd Street.
Yeah.
Well, it's really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's my endorsement. I just laugh. I love to laugh. You
Yes.
probably heard me.
No doubt.
I laugh at everything.
Well, that's what we need. You know, it's funny. There's an article talking about Broadway. There's Daniel Radcliffe, who's just about to open in another Abe Burrows show called How to Succeed in Business with John Larroquette down the road at the Al Hirschfeld. And he's in the current edition of Playbill talking about the importance of an audience in a live situation and how they really can inspire the performances to higher levels of performance.
Absolutely.
And we had that very experience tonight.
Yeah.
We just, I'm literally just hot off the
Oh, you
stage
just came
tonight.
from the
Yeah.
show.
And we had one of our best audiences. And
I think it helps that it's in a smaller setting as well, because you can feel the energy of the
that's
crowd
true.
a lot better.
It's a nice intimate space.
It's
yeah.
a bargain because less people get to see it, but you feel the energy of the crowd that's there a lot better.
So
it's got ups and downs.
And if they laugh, it just frankly fuels you. As our director Michael Bush says, it's like oxygen for a fire. It just
Yeah.
makes the flames.
I found myself feeling awkward. I was like, should I clap now? I just wanted to clap after everything, and half of us were clapping, half of us were like, ooh, should we clap after every single awesome part
You
of
should
this
also
play?
tell them that your mother is a dental hygienist.
Oh, no!
Yes.
Disposition towards liking
Yes.
this particular entertainment. That's I get it now.
And you are like every dentist. You know what I don't know if you know this or not, but the dentists of America funded Walt Disney in the early days at Disneyland. That's why they have the convention there every year, free of charge. It's part of the shtick
I didn't know
at
that.
Disneyland, not Disney World. And in Anaheim, which they paid a lot, it was dental. Dentists are a little bit, they're strange. I mean,
they just spend all day looking down somebody's
yeah, I mean,
throat
they're always doing
with a
something that
metal
you don't want to
prod.
have done to you. So it's kind of it's a different kind of a field.
Yes.
And they're either doing this or money. It's always about investments, and they're always on the phone between teeth. And I told the guy, I went to a conference on health with my now ex-wife, but she was a hygienist, and we're all sitting around and they're ordering the worst food you could possibly order for health. The cinnamon rolls and the pancakes and the waffles with the sausage and the syrup and everything. And we're going to a conference on healthy food. So I turned to the group there, these wide dentists, and I said, I know what DDS stands for. Duller than dog. Because you all are.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Now you know. Listen to Daddy.
Yeah.
No, don't listen to Daddy. You're in trouble. But the Cactus Flower should tell everybody to come and see it. It's open and closing.
No, well, we've opened. We're open for business. We're hoping to be a part of the spring high here in New York, and then make it into the summer, become a really established.
Oh, great! I'm glad you're going to
hit.
stick.
Yeah,
They
we'd
did
like
that with
to.
Promises, because they signed for a short time.
Yeah.
And then Sean extended it, and Kristen Chenoweth. They extended it for another half year.
Right.
And they stayed till December, till Christmas, and it's great. That was a great show too.
Oh, sure.
That's a musical.
Yes, indeed.
And all the Burt Bacharach songs and stuff.
Oh, right.
We're lucky to have it.
You've got a gal here who really knows how to sustain a performance, because that becomes one of the great challenges of if, you're doing a performance that you know is working, but then to do it night after night, 8 times a week, and just really hit it out of the park every night.
Yeah.
That can be quite a challenge. Sort of 4, 5, 6 months into the run.
Yeah, it's hard to keep like an objective view when you're so comfortable in the every night role
Yeah,
of what
well,
you're playing.
Juliet, in her very first show, which was Peter Schaffer's first ever play called 5 Finger Exercise, they used to sign actors for what they called a run-of-the-play contract. And the young Juliet Mills found herself playing the show for not only 2 years in the West End of London, but then doing it a whole year when it came to Broadway. So for 3 straight years, and this was a teenage girl with hormones popping and God knows what else. And you know what I'm saying is, you know, you got all those, you got all those, you know, changes occurring in your life, and you still got to be, because it's incredibly disciplined to keep saying the same lines every night.
Last in the '80s, I went to Sir John Mills' dinner at in London.
Yes.
At the Ritz.
Oh,
We had we celebrated and went to the film. What's it called? It was the British Academy.
Yes, yes.
And then we went to Pinewood Studios, which was Shepard Inn or J. Arthur Rank, depending on how old you are. And I was with Regis Philbin and his wife, you know, because Regis and his kids came over, and she was with us. Not at the dinner, but Sir John Mills, you know, I mean, he was honored.
Indeed.
Wonderfully.
Yeah.
And who is he to you?
My father.
That would be good.
And how?
Yeah.
Seriously,
I mean, one of the best actors in the world.
Thank you. No two ways about it.
Yeah.
Certainly one of the finest film actors ever.
And that
come
was
out of
J.
England.
Arthur Rank, I think.
Yes, definitely.
I think
He was under contract to J. Arthur Rank for years, but in his early days.
And Peter Sellers, I think, too.
Yes,
back in those
yes.
days. That was quite a stable.
Oh, it was.
It's like MGM was here. I think they were over there.
Did you guys ever see the Carry On movies? Did they made it over here?
Carry On
Well, of
Nurse.
course. Well, exactly.
Here we are, back to that again.
Yeah,
back to the medical profession.
Last night, Juliet I joined her at an event last night where she was with Jim Dale, who she'd starred with in the second ever Carry On movie,
Yeah,
Carry On Jack?
Carry On Jack, yeah. Yeah, I played a midshipman.
Stowaway,
A
right?
stowaway,
So you have your father's genes.
I hope so. He lived till he
You
was
do.
97.
Yeah.
So I'm aiming to go over a bit.
Well, Sid here is around that, you know, and he brought the Beatles here, you know that, right?
Yes.
Sid Bernstein.
Indeed.
And, you know, we have and he is the ambassador of Liverpool. So having this great distinction, you know, he comes back from this huge gathering of Beatles fans. There were 250,000 people cheering Paul McCartney and John Lennon one day, a couple of years ago. And Sid got off the plane here, and I said, how did it go? I was very excited. And he says, lad, I found a hot dog stand on the way to the airport. What does that have to do with the Beatles? He found a good hot dog and some chocolate.
That's right.
He didn't care.
Now listen.
Watch
I
it.
want you to understand this. And you do, two new friends of mine. And this lovely lady is a young, old friend of mine, okay? I went back to work. I'm so enjoying it. I talked about Deirdre Broderick. There's another young man who plays in Central Park.
David Ippolito, the guitar man. Now, Sid, what he's trying to say is, I'm going to finish it for him, is he's promoting again. Now, you know, he's the only man in history to have had Elvis, the Beatles, and Frank Sinatra when he was with Jerry Weintraub. So he had all
Joey,
three of them.
Good.
May I
And Tony
just say
Bennett.
this?
Ah.
Now that I'm back at work, I want to hit one more over the fence.
Well, why don't you take these guys on?
We'll talk later. I got management papers. We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll break out some scripts on
Well,
character plays.
Anyway.
I'm really happy that you worked and then you came here and worked some more.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's
thanks.
and I hope this audience sees Cactus Flowers. You're really going to enjoy it. Where's the camera?
Well, the
let me play to
wonderful
it.
thing is that to get it from a cross-generational endorsement like this is really superb.
Yeah.
It really is very gratifying because
Well, you guys are
our
great.
core audience is what we're really hoping to do. Obviously, the women love the show. It's just it really taps into the girl sensibility. The men really come off. We get our just desserts at the end of the show because my character's kind of pretty
scoundrel.
chauvinistic,
Yeah.
a scoundrel,
And a liar and a
But
cheat.
at the same time, I couldn't help but, love the character.
Oh, that's good.
We wanted you
He
to
gets
win.
away with it.
Yeah, somehow.
That's because he's playing
Yes.
it. He gets away with it.
Yeah, and the mink coat
Oh,
was
look.
the mink coat was a
Collar.
good bit too. The mink stole.
Oh, yeah.
That's way cool. Thank you so
You guys
much.
are great. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here.
Oh, great pleasure.
Pleasure
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
So nice
You're
to
lovely.
meet you.
Like to see you, Joey.
Thank
And great to have you
And
on the air, on camera, not
Thank
just
you.
on the radio. Last time
Thank
we
you.
met, it was on the
It's
radio
nice to meet you.
station.
Oh yeah, thank you, my dear.
Uh-oh. Watch out. She'll be anchoring the show. Yeah, right. Before you knows it.
You know my mantra, don't you? They're never off the payroll.
You make it easy.
Actually,
How
speaking
true.
of which,
Joey, I wanna
No. We'll be
thank
right back. We'll be right back with more of this. Let's have our off-camera fight now.
Very cool. Very cool.
Gillette, the new Gillette shaver. What is it called? Mach 3 Power. This is our little experiment. Do you know what that does? Yeah.
You use it to shave.
You have no idea.
Oh, I think it vibrates or something.
Rub your hand across my face. I'll come back later.
All right.
Excited about the new shaver. Razor, vibrator. This is a great commercial. This shows you how to open, it did open easily. See, you just have to know how. This is Gillette M3. See, it has a battery inside of it, which lasts forever. And it vibrates while you shave, which means that it also is a shaver and a razor. Oh, isn't this great? Look at this. But this thing works better than any shaver razor in the world. Gillette M3. My shave. Would you buy a car from a guy who wears a shirt like this? In photography, this is called a rim shot. So, John, did you buy an Escalade?
My family did.
I want to get your family, John. Yeah, so your
Very
sister.
well. My son.
What's your favorite car?
Escalade.
Why?
Because you didn't buy one. And my husband and myself are purchasing this one.
My mother left me a cigar box with my father's ashes. So what about my car? Tell me about it. What's the SCS have? And that's a Bluetooth. What's the Bluetooth?
Hands-free phone.
Well, if the phones are so good, why do they make cameras out of them?
I like those. Cool.
That's why I like that. You know why I have this?
Why?
Because it goes with the STS. It has Bluetooth.
Like I got.
It's a beauty.
Nobody has the features like us. Voice recognition, navigation, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel. We have it all.
You can join our easy layaway plan. I thought you were going to...
Are we done?
No, we're not done. The guy who sold you this car is a wheeler dealer.
Cadillac. Breakthrough.
I'm looking at this book called Freak. We have Rebecca O'Donnell here tonight, and I'm thinking I saw Freak, and I thought of Ron Alexenburg. Is he ready to go on? I mean, I don't know if he's out of makeup yet. Ron Alexenburg has more makeup put on him than I do, and he's behind the scenes. Here he is, Ron Alexenburg, and you got Jamie Bendell with you? Are these two ready, or we got someone else that I didn't know about? Here comes Ron now, wearing his...
Sid Bernstein. Joey Reynolds, Sid Bernstein, Big J, and Little Ron.
Oh, hello, Ron. How are you? You got your Foss & Noble shirt?
You know better.
You know.
Hello, Sidney, the inventor of the business.
Yes,
Good to see you. Hello, Big J.
Nice to see you, Ron.
Oh, good to see you.
You work the room like you're at a roast.
Like I'm at the Tony Martell dinner.
I know, that's right. TJ
Martell, yes. TJ,
No,
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
A cancer.
Yeah.
Died of cancer.
Leukemia.
Was it leukemia?
Yeah, and his car was on our driveway at our home for one almost solid year, and every day Tony and his wonderful wife went and put a rose on his grave. You know that story. It's very touching. Tony was one of the best people I ever worked with.
And every year?
Every year at the T.J. Martell Foundation, which I believe now has raised close to $200 million and saved all those lives. There was no germ-free room back then when you and I got involved. Now, thank God there is, for leukemia, which kills kids.
And leukemia is cancer.
It is cancer.
Cancer, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. So we could talk about better things right now?
Yeah, we can. We can talk about Sid Bernstein's hot dog affection.
Yes. And my son-in-law, Scott, your friend who sends you his regards.
Who is the producer of Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages, and just made his first big movie deal. Rock of Ages is being made. It starts filming May 19th in Florida.
Stars.
Oh, you're leading me on here. You know, you don't think I remember this stuff. I only remember two of the actors, Tom Cruise and Alec Baldwin.
Oh, people I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're going to get Tom Cruise to sing. He plays the part of Stacey Jacks, a rocker.
Cool.
And Alec Baldwin plays a club owner, you know, and we're very excited for Scott and Marnie. They deserve it. Believe me, they've worked so hard. And it's coming back on Broadway next week.
Well,
you and I are going to have to go see it.
Ron's daughter's There's Something About Mary. She was in that picture. And she decided to be on the other side of the camera.
That's okay.
Yeah, oh, of course it's okay. She's rich.
Yeah.
Well, she's rich because she's got 2 beautiful children, that in vitro babies that God gifted us, the gift of life, and we're proud grandparents.
And Ron's got so much money, he bought me the large Starbucks.
Ari bought that. Ari brought that
right?
for you.
This is like,
I didn't want to let you down.
What is this, grande?
No, it's sponsor.
Right.
Yeah. Now, Sid Bernstein is representing David Ippolito, who is the guitar man in the park at Central Park. If you go there on the weekends, you see him playing free, and he has a little hat in front of him. But I think some things are going to change now, aren't they?
Since I saw you, the following has developed. Ron, I don't know, you live way out in the island. Have you ever seen, he's known as the guitar man in the park, at Central Park.
I've heard about that from you and Joey for years. Yeah.
He works that spring and summer in Central Park, a block from Strawberry Fields. As a major change in his career now. He is about to begin what's going to be probably an important either television show or a Broadway show. He is so talented. I believed in him. So has Joey. I brought David to Joey's show a couple of times, and Joey recognized the talent.
And then one of his songs is Tom Cruise Scares Me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He's a major songwriter.
He sings, Al Gore scares me.
Oh, we've got to get that.
Really. So bring him on the show. We'll have him here.
Oh, sure.
You're such a promoter. You
asked
take cars and windows, and you're.
I asked him to come meet me here.
We'll have him come here. Yeah. We'll put him on the
for
air.
next time.
It's so much better than just sitting here talking about somebody.
Anyway, what's happening with him?
You've got to do show and tell. That's the show and television. They go together. You know, I mean, this is not the radio where you talk about it and then you go home. This is where when you say something, you better have it. You know, you got to hold it up here.
Right away.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And nobody's
Sydney,
got... And
one of the great promoters of all time. Where is he tonight, Sydney?
He's in the park.
I think he's rehearsing tonight.
We'll get him down here tonight.
But we'll have him here.
Bring him here Monday.
We'll have him here whenever Joey wants him.
Now, we got a young lady here tonight you're going to be seeing for the first time. Jamie Bendell is here. Now, is my daughter going to be part of this or not? I don't know if she's in on this or not.
I don't think so.
But we're going to have Jamie's going to sing, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And we're going to bring her out?
Absolutely. Jamie Bendell.
All right. Jamie, come on out here. We're going to do commercials again?
We're going to do commercial first.
Again? We must be doing real well.
We have to pay the bills.
Absolutely.
Pay the bills.
Cadillac pay for that last
nice tie tonight, Jay.
Thank you
nice
very much.
tie.
New tie.
Like it very much.
Very new.
And
My
Joey,
wife did
too.
that.
Yeah, we're down to ties now.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're gonna take a break, then we'll come back and we'll present Jamie Bendell. And there will be no David Ippolito spoken here tonight. Be right back.
Where is she? She coming on?
Yeah.
I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For almost 2 decades, Consolidated Credit has helped millions of Americans just like you. We've helped nurses and doctors. We've helped police officers and firefighters. We've helped homemakers and home builders. We've helped over 5 million people suffering from credit card debt. And now we want to help you.
Consolidated Credit is the one company you can trust. Our exclusive Freedom Quest program can help you find options and solutions to your financial challenges. We can reduce your monthly payments by up to 50%, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, save you thousands in interest and fees, and help you get out of debt fast.
When credit card debt is the problem, we're the solution. We've helped over 5 million people. Let us help you.
You're one call away from financial freedom.
Call Consolidated Credit now. 1-800-440-2181. 1-800-440-2181.
Nassau Ready Mix is located in Inwood, New York, near JFK Airport, as well as on the North Shore waterfront of Glen Cove, New York. We pride ourselves on supplying the finest quality of ready-mix concrete and stone products. Our additional services include recycling, dumping, barge access, and tractor-trailer transportation. So whether you're a residence, business, or government agency, Nassau Ready Mix looks forward to providing competitive pricing on your next job. Our goal is not to simply meet our customers' expectations, but to exceed them every time.
Computer problems? Not a problem for Computer Haven. At a loss at what to do when a computer malfunctions or that inevitable virus strikes? Then call the guys at Computer Haven, the safe place for all your computing needs. Experts in computer and laptop repair, upgrades, and new custom-built PC, desktops, and Macs. Give us a call today, 732-264-1100, or visit us at computerhaven-nj.com.
Nothing can go wrong.
All right, we got Ron Alexenburg here tonight, and Sid Bernstein and Jay the Jock. You guys are gathered to watch Jamie Bendell perform. This is not American Idol. This is the Polish version. It's a budget version.
That's right.
What do you think of what's going on television with judging people?
I think it's inhumane. I think it's all wrong. I never judged anybody and signed a lot of artists, and I think that when you tell people how you feel, then you better be able to do it better than they can. And it's very difficult to rip somebody apart when you can't write a song, you can't sing, you can't play an instrument, but if you can, you're entitled to your opinion, okay? And I've been very fortunate in my career, as has Sid Bernstein, to put our money where our mouth is and say, let's go for it. And this young lady is probably one of the most polite, young, intelligent singer-songwriters to come along in my life in a long time, Jamie Bendell.
All right, and Jamie is in the same tradition as the early folk rock artists were, which is to write
Ron,
about
how did you meet her?
How they met is really whole nother series. Why don't you ask her when she comes and sits with us? But first, let her sing her song. Very good. All right.
Very good.
So this is her. I don't know what expression.
5 little minutes.
Oh,
That's
so,
what the song.
Oh, I know what this one is.
I know you do.
Okay, this one I like.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I like a few.
You don't like the others?
I like a few of them. Don't
Careful
start
now,
nailing me
careful.
like a disc jockey.
We know her dad. We know her dad.
All right, here's Jamie Bendell.
I guess the first thing I want to say is happy birthday, Mom. I love you. And it's true. Thanks for letting me say that, I guess. But my name's Jamie Bendell, and this is called 5 Little Minutes. I think I like you more than you know. Though I just met you, I know it's so. The curl of your hair and your charming smile, music that takes my breath. I wanna stay a while. Boy, what you're doing to me, I got plans that I made, plans I'd like to keep. Boy, my head's spinning around in just you do and me. I got plans that I made, plans I'd like to keep. Boy, my head's spinning around in just 5 little minutes. You've turned my heart right upside down.
Great song.
Jamie did 5 minutes in 3.5.
That's it.
The director must love you. You can move it along, girl. You have a little bit of an Italian accent, I noticed, on the song.
think so?
Just got back from Italy.
I'm
so.
honored to hear that.
And you have jet lag too. I'm
I do.
understanding, right?
That's absolutely
You know, I
true.
think you got to keep that in the act. From now on, you better only record when you have lag. It serves you well. You're so laid back.
That's really true. Inside it hurts.
Yeah,
It
well,
hurts.
you do such a sweet thing, and it's very nice to have that. It's gentle,
very real.
And you know, people who are in bed watching this right now, they want to buy your CD, but I guess you can't anywhere, can you?
You can.
You can't?
You can buy
Is there a
it.
CD you have?
Yeah, you can buy it on iTunes, I guess.
Joey.
Or you
Really?
can
What's
come
it
talk
called?
to me.
It's called what?
Well, it's called I'm Not Sorry Anymore.
What do you think, Sid? You like your song?
I want to tell you.
Oh,
I
here we
used to
go.
manage a girl named Laura Nero.
Did you ever hear of her?
Who died before she could fill her life.
Yeah.
Really?
She wrote some great songs.
She was marvelous.
Yeah.
On
And I wanna
Columbia
tell
Records, you might add.
You're so much like Laura Nero.
Wow, that's a
And I do
compliment.
believe you're going to be a big star.
Very nice
See that?
compliment.
That's a big
And you're young.
compliment.
So remember, eat vitamins, get strong and healthy, so you get through your life in a very positive, healthy way.
I guess Ippolito's on the way out now. You're going to be
That's it,
managing her.
Bendell.
William Schoolman's coming up.
We'll negotiate.
We'll be right back.
Very nice.
Pretty song.
The curl of your hair and your charming smile, music that takes my breath. I wanna stay a while.
Hi, I'm fitness celebrity Jennifer Nicoli. And if you're busy like me, then stay tuned because I'm excited to share with you the most innovative piece of exercise equipment ever.
Introducing the Ab Circle Pro, the fastest, easiest way to have the flat washboard abs and the sexy V shape you've always wanted.
Are you struggling to lose those love handles nobody loves? Now there's a machine so advanced, it targets your entire core, upper, middle, and lower abs, and even your obliques, all in one circular motion, as it aerobically burns fat in just minutes a day.
The secret is the Ab Circle Pro combines cardio and abs to burn fat, while its unique friction-free track uses the momentum of gravity to target your entire midsection in a full circular motion, firing your core like no other machine has ever done. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in just weeks, not months. We guarantee it. Best of all, it's fun and easy and takes just 3 minutes a day. And watch this. Simply remove the pin, and the Ab Circle Pro becomes a fat-burning bun and thigh machine.
On the Ab Circle Pro, I lost almost 3 dress sizes in a few short weeks.
With the Ab Circle Pro system, I've now lost 60 pounds, I feel great, and I'm one hot mama.
And now, through this exclusive TV offer, the Ab Circle Pro can be yours to try in your home for 30 days for just $14.95. And if you call within the next 10 minutes, we'll send you Jennifer Nicoli's complete Lose Your Love Handle system, which includes our 3-minute express workout and nutritional guide, absolutely free. That's everything you need to transform that body from flab to ab.
You have nothing to lose but inches, so pick up the phone and call now.
Call 1-800-709-1301 to try Ab Circle Pro for $14.95 plus shipping with credit card order. Call now for a free upgrade to priority processing so you'll get your Ab Circle system in 7 to 10 days or less. That's 1-800-709-1301. Call now.
So Mayor Bloomberg says, is it me or do buffalo wings taste like chicken? We got a guy coming out here who is called Bill Schoolman. He uses his own money to take up civic issues.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he's done is he took his money and he's fighting the MTA, which is the Kingston Trios. Remember that? Now you don't go back that far, do you?
Sure, dating himself.
Yeah. Well, the MTA was the transit
They never let him down, did they?
in Boston.
In
Yeah.
Boston.
Here's Bill Schoolman. Bill, come on out here. We have an MTA too, but it's ours.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different MTA.
Different one. Different guys. Hello, Bill. Could you walk a little slower? Do you know when you do this, I have to ad lib. I'll be doing 10 minutes out here.
A friend of yours, he says he knows you, Danny Frank.
I don't speak to him ever again, but I almost bought his house. Sit down. You know what he did? You know what Danny did for me one time?
No.
He knew I was struggling.
Hello,
So
Bill.
he had me as the opening act for Regis Philbin. We opened 2 malls. I told jokes and Regis sang. Can you imagine? We closed 2 malls. No, but Danny put that together. He was trying to help me, trying to get me off the ground. He's a good guy. So I didn't know you knew him.
Oh, yes.
Well, we should have him here. The hell with you. Go home.
Oh, no, Danny be boring.
Now you have, he lives at the Bearford, which is on Central Park as well.
Yes, right.
He had another place. He gave me that place to live in when I first came here. I didn't have any money for a place. Did you know that?
No.
Years ago.
Okay.
Terrific guy. So there. You didn't think you were going to hear all that.
No, I did not.
So there you are. Now you're a generous man. We know that by reputation.
Oh, is that right?
But I think you're a fool.
Okay.
You took some money. You mortgaged your house like what, 6, 7 times?
I have mortgaged my house for my business 12 times.
Oh, God.
And at one time, I actually had a mortgage of 23% on my house.
Wow.
And I mean, the only point that I'm bringing that up is that I take business very seriously, and I have taken very serious risks in my business career. And this MTA thing has just, they've just crossed the line. They're just too much. They have 45-year history of complete fiscal irresponsibility, and it's time to put a stop to it. And you have to look around what's going on in this country. Yeah. Government is in our pocket. We've got to get government out of our pocket, and the MTA payroll tax was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. And so do you know what happened? When they passed that tax, I went out and I borrowed more money. I drew down an additional equity line on my house, and I started this lawsuit against the MTA payroll tax because it's unconstitutional, and it has morphed into a very serious taxpayer movement, anti-tax, anti-government corruption, anti-fiscal irresponsibility by Albany, and it's growing every single day.
I never liked the idea that as a kid, we never, I even went to NYU, we never learned that the Federal Reserve is not banks. I mean, it's not government. It sounds federal. The word federal throws you off, so you think it's government if you don't know anything about finances, which I didn't. And also that the Port of Authority is a business. It's a self-contained business.
Well, actually,
it's not a government thing.
No, but that's very interesting because you use the word authority.
Yeah.
An authority is an excuse for patronage. An authority is a corporation, which in the case of New York, is owned by the taxpayers of the state of New York. The MTA is the largest. The Port Authority is the second largest. They've had their scandals, but no one at all compares to the MTA when it comes to fiscal irresponsibility.
Who are they related to?
They're not related to anybody. They're in the world. We own it. You and I own it, but they operate as a shadow government, only answerable to the governor of the state of New York. They just hired this new guy, Jay Walder. He is not going to save the world for democracy. He says he's going to cut costs, but he doesn't. I was at a meeting.
We just hired a new guy too, Andrew Cuomo.
Well, you know,
that's
interesting.
Is he going to be a good employee for us?
So far, he has not come through when it comes to the MTA.
I got the new guy. I got the old guy coming on here. Governor Patterson.
Patterson?
Yeah. Is he all right for you?
No, he is not all right for me.
We don't like him either?
No, because he's the one that created the MTA payroll tax.
I see.
He had a choice. He could have gone to his financial experts and said, do we need this tax? Instead, they just passed this absolutely ridiculous tax called the MTA payroll tax, which in the middle of a recession is a job killer. It's a tax. It's really a tax against employees paid for by employers. And in my particular case, I have 100 employees. I have to pay $20,000 a year, pay homage to the MTA for no reason other than just to give them more money. It has nothing to do where their footprint is. There are 12 counties that this impacts. And it was done, and it's unconstitutional. And by the way, the fact that it's unconstitutional is irrefutable. It violates 5 sections of the New York State Constitution and 1 section of the Public Authorities Law. And you know, one of the things is that the illegal parts of it is really easy to understand. The MTA and all authorities are supposed to be self-sustaining. No taxpayers are supposed to contribute to them. New York State is not supposed to guarantee their debts or pay their debts. And yet, for 45 years, the MTA has never been self-sustaining. So
who pays for it?
You and I.
Yeah. Well, then maybe we should take that money and put it in National Public Radio, where it belongs.
Yeah,
so
that's
we can have some
funny.
arts.
Okay, that's
well,
a
you know,
good
we
idea.
don't have arts and sciences anymore. We're losing an edge.
I'm here to talk about the MTA
Well,
payroll
yeah, no, but
tax.
you got yourself focused on all of their rules that they're violating, but you really, everything's tied in. You know, it's not
What's
just one
the arts
thing.
tied into the MTA? How is
Because
that?
everybody is hurting right now, and they're squeezing
Well,
you
that's
by
a
the
good
two
point.
nuts.
You're absolutely
And
right.
that's what's going on. So, you know, it stops somewhere. But
Right.
it started somewhere. So, you know, instead of going to the end result, which is how we've screwed everything up, why don't we go to the core issue, which is how was it laid out to begin with so that we can do that again? Do you see, that's what we don't do in our government discussions. We always go to how bad everything is, but we don't go to why it got there. The reason
Well,
it got there is what we need to
that's
talk
true.
about. So what did we do? What was MTA supposed to do? What was their...
Well, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, today, they passed this tax, $1.8 billion it was supposed to collect. They're actually only collecting about $1.35 billion. It was supposed to be paid because they ran out of money. At the same time that they passed this new tax, they were actually sitting with $3.7 billion of cash reserves not needed for operations. And of that $3.7 billion, $1.8 billion are what are called unrestricted cash assets, things like treasury bills. So here they are, cutting service to the Long Island Railroad, raising the cost of the bridges and tunnels, cutting back on everything, but yet they refuse to cut their expenses. They refuse to sell off excessive assets. They have $56 billion worth of assets. They have.
Does anybody talk about this?
Yes, I
Do
talk
they
about
talk
it.
about it?
No, no. The last thing in the world that Jay Walder would ever do is talk about the truth. He would never talk about how much assets he's got and what he could have done. By the way, but the person who could have done something was really Cuomo. Cuomo could have said to Jay Walder, when Cuomo just became governor, he could have said, sell off all those assets that have nothing to do with railroads, trains, or buses. But the truth is, they want their cake and they want to eat it too.
So what are you going to do about it?
I sued them. That's what I did.
And what happens?
And if we're successful, this battle will go on for a while. But
so what do? You go to the courts in the state of Supreme Court?
No. What I do is I educate people of the fiscal irresponsibility of the MTA. A lot of the things that they do are underneath the radar.
So what are you going to do about it? I keep asking you that. You're not answering what you're going to do about it.
No, I am answering.
Suing somebody doesn't change them.
I am I give 4 talks a week. Sometimes I've done actually 4 this week.
In the hopes of doing what?
I'm educating people, taxpayers who vote for people in the Assembly and Senate. See, you can't depend upon politicians to get rid of this tax. And
so how are you going to get rid of it?
You have to
A politician is someone you vote for.
No. What you have to do is get the right politicians in, people who will keep their word. For example, how many times have you ever heard a politician say, vote for me, I'm going to reduce taxes? And
They all
yet,
say that.
they don't say that?
They all say that, but
Right.
nobody believes that.
Well,
that's like lowering gas prices.
Well, then maybe we should find some people who we can
You're
believe
not
in.
going to do that because of the nature of the beast. It's a system that's built on
Well, that's not good enough for me.
No, of course it's not. It's a double standard. You're not going to change anybody. They
I
have to
think I
change-
will change people.
Joey.
You're going to, yeah.
Excuse me. May I say something?
Yeah, you sure can. You
Now,
watch- you
you
read the
don't
New
know
York
my
Times.
work. Are you aware of my work? I'm a promoter. Whether
A very
it's-
famous promoter,
Whether
I might
it's
add.
singers, whether it's people with talent, I want your permission. I love Maureen Dowd in the New York Times. I love the New York Times, greatest paper in the world. May I have your
And if they
permission
change the
to
name of it,
promote
they'll
you?
be. If they change the name of the paper, they might sell some. They need to call it the New York Text.
Yeah.
And that's how they'll sell papers.
The answer to your
if they jump
question
into this
is
generation.
yes,
but you know
you
they
have
don't
my
want to. Don't even
permission.
get me going on them.
Okay.
That's not the greatest paper in the world.
Well, that's
it's the
my-
greatest leftover paper in
That
the
is
world.
my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, well, it's mine too.
Let me say this, though. I want to have your permission to promote you. I would like to see you alongside of Maureen Dowd.
Well, that would be quite an honor, and I would
I think you belong there. May I have your permission? I have
Absolutely.
to catch a plane, so I want to know. May I have your permission?
Absolutely, I'd be
okay,
quite
I have
honored.
to catch a plane or I'll lose it.
Okay.
I
All right.
can't promote the pilot to stop. Okay.
All right, so we got to go. We've had our fun arguing.
Nice to see you.
Is Johnny Muso's coming up?
He's coming up
Is
next.
that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little while.
So you know we got to you know with due respect,
I don't know
Billy
what to say, do
Schoolman's
I?
here, and if you want to go, you have a website somewhere, right?
Yes, we do.
Which is what?
In fact, we have a big event coming up where Suffolk County Executive Steve Levy is our keynote speaker. The event is on March 29th, and I would love it if you would come, and everybody else would come. We need a good.
What's your website?
The website is nystaxreliefnow.org.
Say it again.
nystaxreliefnow.org. We're a 501c3.
And we'll see all of that when we go on your site, right?
You'll see
Then
all
we'll
of that
learn
on the
all
site.
that. You know,
That's
people got to
correct.
take a little time to digest this.
Right.
We didn't know the government was corrupt.
No.
We didn't know that we were guilty of greed. We didn't have an idea that anybody was taking more.
You
than,
knew that.
No.
I knew it.
Jay knew
I knew
that.
You know, I mean, I'm still trying to get some free Lady Gaga tickets. You know, I'm on the
Good
move.
luck. She was here. She's gone already.
We'll be right back. Joey Reynolds, that's my name in case you want to hate me. We'll be right back.
Bam's Auto Body, located on Liberty Avenue in Ozone Park, is a one-stop shop equipped with all the latest technologies to fix your car or truck right the first time. We work with all major insurance companies and specialize in collision, theft, and vandalism repair. Call anytime to check your vehicle status. Speak with our dedicated and knowledgeable staff. We offer a 100% written guarantee on all repairs and a lifetime warranty on all paint repairs. Bam's Auto Body. We'll get your vehicle fixed, no matter what.
Computer problems? Not a problem for Computer Haven. At a loss at what to do when a computer malfunctions or that inevitable virus strikes? Then call the guys at Computer Haven, the safe place for all your computing needs. Experts in computer and laptop repair, upgrades, and new custom-built PC desktops and Macs. Give us a call today, 732-264-1100, or visit us at computerhaven-nj.com.
Nassau Ready Mix is located in Inwood, New York, near JFK Airport, as well as on the North Shore waterfront of Glen Cove, New York. We pride ourselves on supplying the finest quality of ready-mix concrete and stone products. Our additional services include recycling, dumping, barge access, and tractor-trailer transportation. So whether you're a residence, business, or government agency, Nassau Ready Mix looks forward to providing competitive pricing on your next job. Our goal is not to simply meet our customers' expectations, but to exceed them every time.
All right, Reynolds Rap. I gotta like rap because it's in my name.
Yeah.
We should have them as a sponsor.
We should. Reynolds Rap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we oughta. Yeah. Sound like Imus?
Yeah. No, baby. No.
All right, now, Ron Alexenburg, did you ever promote a rap record?
Rarely.
Rarely, huh? All right, well, tonight we got a guy named John E. Musso. Now, remember Johnny Musso?
Johnny Musso, yeah, of course.
Johnny Musso was a famous record promotion guy in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, sure.
But this
Man,
is
good
John
guy.
E. Musso.
That's right.
And he's a rap artist from this area. Very nice guy. Made some film, too, as a matter of fact. Music videos.
Yeah, he looks good, too.
Here's John E. Musso.
Thank you. I'm rolling.
They be looking for a star and be checking for my car. The police probably think that it's stolen. Just call us the money gang. Bitches wanna come and hang. Cause I came up, cause I be getting money. Nothing about me bunny, man. Haters looking funny, man. You can blame us.
Moose. Hold up, slow up, when I roll up, looking at me, making rise all swole up. Get big money like MTA when they put the Verrazano's toll up. Play your cards with me, you fold up, I'm the one who gets it in. See your girls, I'm swimming and licking it, just magnificent. In my crew, you don't fit in, every member lives with sin. And if I'm a piece of ish, you're the fly that's on my tip. While you're lying in the morgue, I'm driving the Porsche. Stole it while the guy was high on his porch. And as far as inches go, damn, Moose is 9 in the shorts. Ain't got a kill, hand game too ill. Better call Paul Wall for a new grill. My name bring pain, pop 2 pills. I don't really give a damn what you feel. Understand? Don't wanna kill you, man, but I wanna see your face hit Timberlands. You'll look like MJ Thriller, and you'd rather be a hostage in Iran. Modo, get it by the boatload, but I spend it quick, get go-goes. I ain't even got nothing to show, but I got mo hoes, you hoes. Get busy, pump that piffy. When I'm down south, it's grippy. We be yelling at me, hit me, flicking ashes till I'm dizzy. Look at me, little suckers, I'm rolling. Checking for my car, the police probably think that it's stolen. Cause I be getting money, man. Money, it's the money gang. And coming, man, cause I came up. Money, man. Nothing about me, bummy, man. Man. You can blame us. Always rolling, never frozen. Guess what? The car is stolen. Beat a butt up, Nori. What? Till I want a nut, then I'll go in. Duck one time when it's fun time. In the backseat of mom is bum ride. This blows pretty good, do one line. Now blow my trumpet, drum line, love in the head. She's pumped full of meds. And she got dope, get the nut and the bread. Me like Humphrey is dead. Think I'll sleep with the cousin instead. Hard act to follow, no you can't borrow. My style is hard to swallow. Drinking a bottle, killing my sorrow. I'm the future, call me tomorrow. Loving the smoke, let me get a few tokes. I smoke till I'm dead or too broke. I don't ever wanna quit, it's too dope. Got Benedict smoking, cool poke, fans of fiends for. Lyrics to be raw, kick jack off, I climb the beanstalk. Girls wanna go up and down like seesaws. What you looking at me for? It's the money gang. Ain't no funny man. Take a girl to the house and run a train. Said living with you made her run away. Whole crew is gonna have fun today. Ain't helping you when they get you gonna shoot. Go ahead, killing you is fun to do. You talk a lot of stuff, ain't nothing true. Try your luck with Moose and I'm gutting you. I'm rolling. Well, the police probably think that it's stolen. Getting money, man. Just call us the money gang. Just wanna come and bang. Cause I came up. Getting money, man. Nothing about me, bummy, man. Haters, man. You can blame us.
I love that. Keep on. Good for you, John.
Thank you.
All right, Johnny Musso, get the mic near you now. Now, I know that the thing you're doing wrong here. I mean, let's take it. I'm a fellow rapper. I'm Reynolds Rap, and you are Musso Rap.
Okay.
All right. Now, ain't nobody buys Musso Rap.
No, nobody does.
They better.
What am I doing wrong,
You're a
Joey?
G&G artist. You better be selling some Musso Rap.
I have to, you know. You got to give me some tips.
And I'm Joey Reynolds Rap. All right, now, you got your hat on wrong. So you got to start, like when I was a kid, we had the Dead End Kids. They were out of Brooklyn.
Okay.
And that was Leo Gorcey and Hunts Hall. You don't know any of these names. I don't expect you to. But, you know, the older people know this.
Okay.
And Leo Gorcey was a wise guy.
Okay.
And they wore these hats like this way. You
All
know.
right, that
And
looks
that
a
was
little better.
after World War II. They did all that. The other
Okay.
things, you got a Michael Jordan shirt on, but it looks like a Mercedes logo.
Ah,
And you know what a Mercedes logo is, don't you? That's the peace sign, upside down.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, because that's a German thing. They got everything upside down. Boy, am I going to be in trouble now. No, but I'm glad to have you on the show. I know
Thank
that
you.
you.
I'm glad to be
I
here.
don't understand how you can make up these things
The
when
lyrics?
we have 12 writers for a monologue to get one joke, and you sit there and you reel it out like it's just is it something inside of your soul that you?
It just comes. It just comes
I know,
naturally. I just do it.
You can't do this on drugs, can you?
No, not really. Maybe, I don't know.
I used to. That's why my agents, I was talking to my agents,
Right.
the Blue Man Group.
Oh, those are your agents.
Yeah, they handle me.
Pretty good.
I used to have Agent Orange. I got rid of him. So do we have a website where we can see your stuff?
You can. I have a Facebook. It's Johnny Amuso.
Amuso. E-M-U-S-S-O?
A-M-U-S-O.
A.
A-M-U-S-O.
All right.
Johnny Amuso.
Very clever
And,
that you would tie yourself in with the USO so that we would think that you're a veteran or something.
Yeah,
I
I
get it.
trick a couple people. Obviously not you though, you
Yeah, I'm
caught
real
that
fast.
right away. You
Yeah,
caught
I
that
know.
right away, Joey. I
Me
gotta
and the
tell
Blue
you.
Man Group. Well, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank
I
you.
really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Good.
I appreciate
Good man. And it's time to take a little break here, and then we're going to bring somebody else out who's we're going to bring an author out. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Are we doing a variety show? Yeah. Well, all those people out there. Hi, gang. How are you? They're all standing there waving. Are those your friends? Your family?
No.
No?
I'm actually very surprised that they
No.
were popping. I don't know them.
I brought a busload of people from the Bronx, but I think we lost them. We'll be right back. Rebecca O'Donnell's coming.
When New York celebrities have something to say, they head for the stoop.
This is my stoop. I gotta come to the stoop.
Talk Stoop.
I feel like we're so close that we could kiss. This is a whole other kind of stoop.
It's where Cat Greenleaf gets people talking.
What? Really?
Yep.
That's amazing. Yes. Listen, Naked. Do you mind if I call you Naked? Tell me something good.
The best of New York on a stoop in Brooklyn.
The celebrity butts that have graced the stoop.
Talk Stoop, weeknights at 8 on New York Nonstop. Sponsored by Cozy. Life should be delicious.
I'm an anchor and a pilot.
I am passionate about chocolate.
I am a ballerina.
I'm the daughter of a jazz musician.
I am a four-time New York Golden Glove champion.
I'm my grandpa. Yeah, I'm a grandma.
I'm interested in the story behind the story.
I'm making this look natural.
I am glamorous.
I'm an anchor and a blues girl.
I am all about my craft.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I'm a New Yorker.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I recommend this steak.
This place is really great. I recommend this place.
We're all about New Yorkers. LX New York. It's the story of the moment. A taste of the best. It's opening night. A helping hand. The characters of New York. The spirit of New York. Told our way. LX New York. Weekdays at 5. We're all over town.
We have the true story of an insecurity addict.
I know.
Now, I know that people in this business don't understand insecurity.
Oh, no.
No. We're at the NASDAQ. We are in security.
Yes, we are.
There's more security here than there is in the Pentagon.
That's right.
You know why? We're sitting on everybody's money.
That's right.
And you know how it feels when you're sitting on everybody's money?
I like it.
Well, you know, I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
Sid Bernstein was sitting on his... and it's the same as sitting on all your money.
That's it.
Somewhere along the line, I
We
lost
the
this.
show.
Yeah, I lost.
No, you know what it is? We've had a lot of different guests tonight. This has been a real variety show.
Well, Jay, you're looking at it differently. We've had a lot of people leave us.
Well, that's true.
The guy who was here was talking about the MTA.
He's mad.
But he wanted to do like a whole hour of Meet the Press, you know, like that the Sunday morning.
You were trying to get to him to say, what are you do? What is the outcome here? What are you trying to get done? And he's going after this MTA. He's going after them with a vengeance.
And you know, he's a nice guy, but I think he left here. You know, some people leave here like Chinese food. You know, they want to come back in an hour.
Do it again.
You try to put everything on the air as much as you can without sounding like you need to do an hour of it.
Right. Let NPR do that.
Well, more than that, let all these other talk shows that have something to argue about do that. You know, people want to argue about this kind of stuff. See,
But he got his point across, and he got his website, so if people really are into what he said, they go right to it.
When I was with Joy Behar one day, you know, she's also Italian. She was raised in an Italian family. Joy's got her own TV show now, too, besides The View. Right. And I had a talk with her one day, and I said, you know, how do you like the talk radio with the answering phone? You know, I hate it. I don't like, I love radio.
Right, but you don't like talking to people on the phone.
I like talking to people on the phone, but I don't want to argue with people on the phone. I don't really give a rat's ass, frankly. You got to really want to do that. Now, you know why? Because I don't have the need to be right.
Okay.
I want to have some fun.
Got it.
And Joy and I were talking about that one day, about how hard it was. She was on ABC and I was on WOR.
Right.
And I said, why is it we don't want to argue with people on the phone? You know, I mean, it's like, what are you going to get out of it? I still don't know what the essence is. You created one of those stations in New Jersey.
It's the ideology, and it's a show.
Yeah, but people aren't taking it seriously.
They are. Some people do, and some people get the show.
But they think they're getting information.
And they're getting an opinion. That's what they're getting.
More information.
Less information
comes from newscasts.
I would think.
That comes from a phone call from some jaboni that thinks.
But at least they have the forum to get their ideas across.
Who cares if they have the forum? Most of these people should get a bullhorn and go in the park.
Well, we have plenty of room here in Times Square.
We do, and don't give them any ideas. They'll be here tomorrow night. So Joy and I were talking, and I said, how come we don't like this? She said, well, when I was a kid, my father, if I sassed him back or I raised my voice on an opinion, I would get a good whack across the table. So I never really have that upbringing, you know. And then I was thinking, my father was a boxer. So one day I was having a cigarette. I was smoking on the couch, and my father came home from work. I thought I'd test the water.
Oh, boy.
I bought a pack of Marlboros for $0.25. That'll give you an idea of how long ago that was. And I lit up the cigarette casually while he's sitting there after work watching the television, you know, which used to do. And my father would have his hand back here like this, you know. So I lit up a cigarette. I figured I'd try it. I was like 14. Right. And I lit the cigarette, and my father went like this. Boom! With his best punch.
Yikes.
The Rocky Marciano secret punch.
There's still a scar right there.
The last time I ever smoked.
Yeah. Wow. They would have called the Department of Human Services on you.
Well, you know, when you have a father or a mother or a family that raises you in that way, you don't have that need to. I mean, I'm probably generalizing too much, but you don't have that real need to get on the air and do these talk shows where you are a jerk. You know, like Rush Limbaugh made some comments about Japan. That's the last thing you ought to be commenting on now, except for a little love, because there isn't anything that can be said that's funny, and there's nothing. Everything has to be healing right now, and you can't make fun of their belief systems right now. It's the worst thing you could do. Yeah. There's no jokes about Toyota in the middle of this time. No. But you see, it's the insensitivity and there's as much arrogance in the rich people as there is in the poor. The poor have nothing to lose, so they're arrogant. Get out of my face. That's a poor person. A rich person has all that he wants, and so he thinks he has the right to tell you to get out of his face. So there's arrogance on both sides. So the place that we need to be is in the middle somewhere where we don't have the arrogance. Stripped of arrogance, we have the the essence of what we are all in common about. Everybody's built on love. Everybody. Everybody.
It's based on it, of course.
Even Charles Manson, if you can believe it. It's love gone stupid.
Yeah.
But it's love. Anyway, I got off on that
That's
one.
no, it's perfectly
What do
fine.
we got? Oh, you got Rosie.
Yeah.
Rebecca O'Donnell's coming here? Or what do we got? The entertainment first? Rebecca or Rosie and Norm?
Okay.
All right, let's bring Rosie and Norm out here first. Come on. Come on. I forgot. I'm like Ed Sullivan. Here comes Rosie and Norm right here on our show.
That's it.
Is this Rebecca or Rosie? This is Rebecca. I thought we were having Rosie and Norm. They're holding up all these signs. How are you, Rebecca?
How
we
are
haven't
you?
met. So sit down here. Did we meet before?
No.
Good.
How are you?
Freak.
That's right.
That's the name of the book.
Yep.
So Freak is, why are you here tonight? You're not here to argue about the MTA.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm not here to argue about the MTA. No, I wrote a memoir about myself, and
I was just doing one on me.
really?
Yeah.
There you
She
go.
Put that in writing. Did you hear what I was saying?
No.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
There you go.
She was out there. She couldn't hear.
No, I was standing out there.
Yeah.
They were putting the mic on me.
So what was your memoir about?
It's about myself, and I am an abuse victim. And I have counseled different abuse victims and
Sexual abuse or?
everything. Everything.
You were
Sexual.
sexually abused?
I was sexually abused.
By a relative?
Yeah.
I'm a
Several
survivor
relatives.
also.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then you're a brother of circumstance.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
So what happened with your memoirs? And now let's go back to that because that's the umbrella of it.
Right. Well, I'm pretty good at helping other abuse victims. They usually give me pretty violent ones and the really upset ones. And I'm very blunt and very forward, you know, with everything that happened to me. And for years, people were saying, you should write it down. You should write it down and get it published. And so that's what this is, and that's what I've done.
So what is the circumstance? What happened with you?
Well,
How old were you?
The one that I first remembered before traumatic amnesia, sexually anyway, was 13 years old.
Yeah. Me too.
With
I was 13.
13, it's a
Yeah.
popular number. I don't know why.
I'm
it's
sorry.
a very popular
Sorry.
age.
What happened to you?
But I had traumatic amnesia when I was 8 and 9 years old. And my therapist had told me, be careful because trauma unlocks trauma. And when I was putting my teenage son through rehab, it turns out he was a severe addict, had a heart attack when he was 14 years old, and cocaine, just about everything. And all I thought was he was smoking some weed, which I wasn't happy with.
Yeah.
But once we got him into rehab, we found out how bad it was. And so my therapist told me, she said, now you've got the traumatic amnesia, and you're going through trauma right now. So the trauma might unlock trauma. So one day I was taking a shower, and I'm just washing my hair, and I scratched my scalp with my fingernail. And all of a sudden I thought, it's a cigarette burn. And I almost went through the glass door of the shower. And all of a sudden like that, I just remembered my brother and his friends flicking the end of a cigarette so it would get really red and really hot, and then starting to put it against the back of my skull, because I would go into catatonic freezes. And my brother goes, no, man, Mom will see. And the guy's like, shut up. And they put it against my scalp 5 times. And I remember it, and I did not remember it for 40 years.
Oh, my.
And just like that, the memory just came back. And then, of course, you question yourself, is it really a memory, or is it an imagination thing? But then I remembered that I got my hair cut when I was that age, and the woman combed my hair, and she tore scabs off with the comb. And they were perfectly round, and they looked like little M&Ms. And so that's kind of how it started. And then I actually questioned my dad in my 20s. I said, what made you a monster? Because he was a monster. And I said, what happened to you? Because you weren't born that way. And he just looked at me, and then he started telling me. And a lot of times they don't talk about it. And he started telling me stories, curl your hair. And that freed me in a way, because, you know, a kid will always blame themselves. Yeah. You know, you always blame yourself. If I hadn't done this, if I had done this, if something had been different, if I hadn't been pretty, if I hadn't been noisy, if I had done better homework, they wouldn't have done this, that, and the other. And so a kid will always blame themselves.
Well, why do you call yourself a freak? What's the freak part?
That's actually a joke from my son. When he was in rehab, he was screaming at me. And he said, "You need to write a book about yourself. And if you do, you're going to call it freak because you're such an effing freak." And
that's
so,
it.
to be
So
ironic, I decided to do it.
So what's an insecurity addict? Someone who's suffering from low self-esteem?
Right. What I called it True Story of an Insecurity Addict because I was very smug in my family because generations and generations and generations of everyone in my family are addicts. Everybody. My father has actually traced abuse and addiction back in our family 200 years because of police records and newspaper reports. I never did drugs. I never drank. I never had any interest in it. Yeah, which is really, really rare.
Yeah, it's
very rare. But I would look at them and I would like, I'm not going that way. So I went through decades of being kind of smug and proud of myself that I was not an addict. But I kept picking bad relationships. I kept picking terrible people to be around and to serve and to be kind to. And then once I got into the rehab that my son was at, which was Daytop.
Yeah.
And the reason that I picked Daytop was they're very extreme.
That's where my daughter's from. Did you meet her today?
Daytop is wonderful.
Did you see her?
Yeah, from Daytop. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, Daytop is great.
Yeah,
Daytop saved my son's life.
You know, Sid Bernstein was on the board. He was just here.
Right.
He was friends with the Monsignor who started that. And the program was written 40 years ago by a gentleman who was here last week. We had have a good relationship with them. You know, Daytop is all over the country. Mainly, they have here the facility on 40th Street is for men, and the Far Rockaway it's mixed. But the one for women is in Rhinebeck, New York.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. My son went to the branch in Huntington Station.
Yeah. Well, George DeLeon wrote the program on it. He wrote Phoenix, Daytop, and Synanon.
Right. Right.
So he's the father of community therapy, which is what that is. It's a family disease.
One of the things that I love also about that was they sat down and they said, "We're not going to have you give us your kid and we fix them and then we send them back to the same environment that encouraged them to do drugs in the first place. You have to change."
That's right. So it's parental. It's parental.
Right. And so I'm like, yeah, right, okay.
Well, anyway, I'm glad to be helping you to get your message out.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's my job. Freak is the true story of Rebecca O'Donnell. Very Irish.
Very Irish, yeah.
I almost said O'Connell.
I know, everybody does that. But no, it's O'Donnell.
And thank you for being here, and I'm sorry of all the tragedy that's happened in your life.
Well, you know what? If you can take tragedy and you can take that garbage heap and you can plant some flowers in it, then you have something miraculous. And that's what I'm trying to do. I want to help other people like me realize that they can have a good life.
Well, thank you.
So.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and who we got coming out here? The Rats gonna play again?
No.
The Rats went home?
Yeah. No, yeah, we got Norm Goldstein.
Norm Goldstein will be out. All right, we'll be right back.
Golden.
I'm Elizabeth Hasselbeck. If you're like me, you probably don't have a lot of free time to exercise and keep yourself in shape. For me, the answer is the Ab Glider from Proform. I can't tell you how much I love this amazing machine. It's a great fat-burning cardio workout too, and it's fun.
Unlike other ab machines, the Ab Glider combines circular and crunch motions for a fast, fun workout of your entire midsection. You engage more muscles, get a better cardio workout, and burn twice the calories of other ab machines.
I went from an 11 to a size 4. 20 inches total. It's really easy and it's fun.
With this offer, you'll get an onboard workout computer, Elizabeth's 3-minute rapid results DVD, and her amazing abs instructional DVD, plus her amazing abs eating guide, a $159 value, free. Try the Ab Glider now for 30 days, risk-free for as little as $14.95. If you're not totally satisfied, you can return it for a full refund.
You can't find a better way to get better abs at a better price. And getting started is easy. Just call or go online to proform.com.
We got Norm Golden here tonight. I forgot. You know, we got busy and we're shortchanging him on the time. Well, and,
I didn't even get a chance to walk in. No. You know,
well, you have to forgive me. I have amnesia. I had amnesia once or twice. But you know, when you are on the set here, you know that we are respectful to put you on the air.
Absolutely.
And you're treating people over 50 in the delicate way of
respectful. I think is a good
with respect. And it needs to happen. You know, we need to put the community together, and the community is the history, which comes from the elders, and also the newness and the energy, which comes from the young, and we need to exchange. And I think you're doing that with your website.
Which is exactly what we did. I mean,
with your internet world.
Web series, actually.
Series.
Yeah, which has been on the air for almost 2 years now. We're in our second season, actually. And the interesting challenge, and it's funny because this whole thing came out of an audition I went on. And I walked into the room and I sat there and started filling out the paperwork, as you do. And I looked up and I noticed that there were people in wheelchairs and people with walkers. And I said, whoa, I must be in the wrong place. And I wasn't in the wrong place. And it was the kind of thing where it was scary to be in this category all of a sudden. And the category is basically 50 to death, which is pretty broad. I mean, once you reach this age, you stay in this age.
So you're calling it 50 to Death?
50 to Death is the name of the web series.
Yeah,
and
well, I don't qualify yet, but it's really nice to hear about it.
Well, but it's not only for people in that age category.
Oh, yeah, well,
we have a very broad demographic. We're a family show.
I like broads.
It's very family.
Anybody who uses that word is over 50.
Yeah, broads. Yeah, okay. Well,
okay. We have a clip.
I'll stay away from that.
We got a clip now. Which is this? A true story, or what's it called?
This is an homage to Seinfeld, because you're only showing a 1 minute or so clip.
But you're going to come back and we're going to talk long about this.
I would love to do that.
Yep.
I'm thinking right now I'd love to do that. We'll find out.
Let's at least whet our appetite a little bit, and then we want everybody to know there is this.
Yes.
So when you get computer literate, and anybody can at any age, you're going to go to the site and you're going to find.
You're going to find 50 to Death. You're going to go on either youtube.com/50TODEATH.
Yeah.
One word. Or you can go to our dedicated site, which is 50todeath.com, again, one word. Okay, and you'll find our videos on there. This is something we call outbursts, which are just moments of revelation usually and observations, but this one is an homage to Seinfeld.
The world is gonna change on me. The way things were is history. 1 and 2 came crumbling down. We act as if they're still around. Can we move ahead and forget about the images inside our head? Can we?
No.
Oh, come on.
No. What do you mean, come on? No,
Oh, you're stick in the mud.
We got to do this, Norm.
This is perfect.
Look, you guys go, not me.
We can't go without
All
you.
3 of us have got to go.
It's got to be a trio. It has to be a trio.
This is
perfect.
Perfect, and it's a new experience.
It's a new
experience.
adventure, and it's perfect for us.
This is totally.
We are testing the boundaries on this.
It's perfect for us, right, John?
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect for us. Come on.
You really
You're going.
feel that?
I think so.
You're going. You're
We're living
going
on the edge, Norm.
Okay, I think
On
this
the
is
edge.
totally silly, but all right.
Okay,
You ready?
you're going.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Silly.
That's great.
And that's Joan Barber?
That's Joan Barber and John Frieda. And it's directed by Jason Sokoloff.
So you make these little films, these little movies like
Well,
this?
it's a web series, and we've played with different formats for it. Our time usually is 5 to 10 minute pieces.
Got the Golden Girls?
Well, I'm golden, so I guess whoever is with
You're
us.
a great guy. What did you do before you started doing all this stuff?
I taught theater for for 28 years on Long Island. Yeah. Came into the city in 2000 after meeting Joan, who's my significant other.
Yeah. When did you go into video?
I started to break my way in around 2000, but I fell into teaching again, and I taught for another 6 years in a private school. And about 5 years ago, I said, this is it. I must be doing the acting kind of thing.
And comedy.
Comedy, yeah. I've done all kinds. I mean, I was on Law & Order a week ago, 3 weeks ago. It was repeated last night, as a matter of fact, as a gynecologist who was interrogated by Finn and Munch.
Wonderful profession.
So, yeah, but comedy is the thing I like most. And I think this kind of comedy is it's slice of life comedy. It's ironic comedy.
Well, then you come back. Come back. We're gonna. I gotta say goodnight because we gotta have the good rats are here.
That's right.
Okay.
And we gotta have them wrap it. We gotta do the wrap on the show tonight, and they also want to talk, but we gotta have another night. We're gonna need another 4 hours of this show.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need another
I'll
hour.
hold you to that too.
All right.
Well, I promise you.
Okay.
All right. So what's the site again?
The site is either youtube.com/50todeath, one word, or 50todeath.com.
Okay.
Okay, now here's the good rats to take us out. Thank you very much. Let a smile be your umbrella and don't get a mouthful of rain.
We plugging things. Good Rats reunion show at BB King's on April 16th, all original members. This song is called Tasty from our Tasty album. That's a good selection. And we're going to do it for you now. And I hope somebody still up and awake at this time. Okay? Joey, can we put this section closer to the front, maybe? Personal favor. I know we just met each other, but here we go. Tasty. We had a flying guitar man, maybe the fastest in the land, but he was going nowhere fast. Speed ain't nothing without class. He couldn't play tasty, oh no, tasty like this man here. Dan Ratchet on guitar. Tasty, ooh tasty, ain't a time we mellow out. We had a man named Crazy Art, he overplayed his bass a lot. Had to kick him in the pants, his fingers moved like fighters dance. Couldn't play tasty, oh no, tasty like this man here. Steppin' Marcello on the bass. Tasty, ooh tasty, ain't a time we...
There are 13,000 cabs in New York City, but there's only one that pays you. Climb into the cash cab and I'll quiz you all the way to your destination. As the meter clicks, the questions get harder and the stakes get higher. If you get stumped, you shout out for help on the phone or off the street.
Can I ask you a question?
But be careful, because in this rig, it's 3 strikes and you are out. So what do you say?
Beat me till I'm numb, tell the devil
Good Day brought to you by Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, the best cancer care anywhere.
Right now at Men's Warehouse, it's buy one, get one free on everything in the store. Everything. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Papa.
All you have to do is flip that switch.
She's an immediate threat to the security of the United States.
How was she being developed?
That's not in the file.
She won't stop until you're dead.
Come and find me.
Run, little piggy!
Remember what I told you?
Adapt or die.
Hannah, did she turn out as you hoped?
Better.
Rated PG-13.
Are you watching cable? Here's what you should be watching, your cable bill. Because you could be paying way too much. Stop spending more for second best. Upgrade to Verizon Fios and get TV, internet, and phone for just $99.99 a month for a year. Plus one of our best offers ever, a multi-room DVR free for life. With other DVRs, you have to record and watch in the same room. With Fios, you just need one DVR for the whole house. Fios is a 100% fiber optic network that delivers superior picture quality, more HD options, plus the fastest internet in the U.S. There's no term contract required. You can cancel anytime with no early termination fee. Get Verizon Fios, just $99.99 a month, plus a multi-room DVR free for the life of your services, as long as you keep a triple play bundle at your current address. Call 1-866-669-FIOS. That's 1-866-669-3467. Get Fios, a network ahead.
Come in and see the newest looks in furniture at Raymore & Flanigan on sale. The newest trends in contemporary styles. Gorgeous new traditional and transitional pieces. Beautiful designs from Bernhardt, Cindy Crawford Home, and Natuzzi Leather.
Their selection is amazing.
Interest-free till 2015. No money down. Delivery in 3 days or less. The newest looks on sale now. For quality furniture at great prices, Raymore & Flanigan delivers.
Right now at Men's Warehouse, it's buy one, get one free on everything in the store. Everything. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
It's used in ambulances and hospitals to protect you from getting sick. So why are the feds banning it?
We're really upset.
Fox 5 News investigates tonight at 10.